There's one thing that I want to get really straight with everybody, and that is the fact that I am not a fat girl hater. I know in a lot of my videos I forget to mention that I lost a whole bunch of weight, so I'm sorry. But I do not at all hate people that are overweight or hate on the people that are overweight. The facts are, I just hate the rut that a lot of those people are in. If you're not 100% satisfied with your body and you don't love it the way that it is, I feel that you're in a rut, and I would love to help you get out of that rut, because I was in that rut and I figured out how to get out of that rut. So therefore, I kind of like wrote this little roadmap thingy, and I'd love to give you my map so that you can figure out how to get out of your own rut, because being in that rut really freaking sucks. I mean, I felt like I was in like this deep, dark hole, and I had no way to get out. There was no ladder. There was no rope. Even if I did have a rope, I was too fat to be able to pull my body weight up out of that hole, so it wouldn't have mattered. But, I just want you to know that it's not about how much you weigh, it's about how you wear your weight. Meaning, there was a lot of women that were 300, 350 pounds that wore their weight better and carried themselves better and presented themselves better than I did at 180 pounds or 200 pounds or 220 or 240 pounds. I was so depressed and in such a bad state of mind and in such a bad rut, and I hated myself so bad that I honestly did not carry myself like a woman should carry herself. I had no self-confidence. I carried a bad attitude. I was sarcastic. I spoke negatively about myself and about others. I carried myself poorly. I had a rotten attitude with myself and with everybody. I gossiped like it was freaking cool. How did I even have room to talk crap about anybody? Like, really? I was totally broke, living on food stamps, living off my husband's disability at the time, who's now my ex-husband. I had no room to talk. None. What was I doing? Like, really? I was just that depressed, and that I felt so bad about myself, and that's so freaking true that insecurities are loud, because I was insecure, and I definitely made sure that I boasted those insecurities without even realizing that that's what I was doing, like an idiot. So it's not about how much you weigh, and I don't hate fat people. I don't hate, if you love to be a bigger girl, genuinely love it, then wear it like you mean it, sister. You embrace it, and you do, because there are people out there that want that, and that's great. And I have people that I run across all day, every day, that their goal weight might not necessarily be what my goal weight would be for their height. Or it might be under, it might be over a normal BMI, and that's great. As long as whatever it is going to make you feel like $1 million. It's going to make you feel unstoppable. It's going to make you feel like you are on top of the world, or the world is at your disposal, and there is nothing that is going to stop you from conquering life. And that's what you want. So don't let somebody else's goal be your goal. Make your own goal for what you want it to be. Make sure that it's not necessarily just a number, that there's a whole bunch of other things that are going to go along with this big change that you want to make, if you want to make a change. Some of you don't need to make a change in the weight area. That's great. If you want to make a change in a different area, make sure that that change is enough to get you out of the bed in a good attitude every single morning. And if you approach the world with a good attitude, you take care of yourself, you put your face on, you put your smile on, then life is going to be so much easier. It will be at your disposal. Try approaching everybody today with a smile. That is what I try to do. I try to approach everybody with a smile. Yes, some dudes take it wrong. That's just what happens. But for the most part, I try to approach everybody with a smile. I don't go through a freaking drive-thru and give the chick on the other end of the microphone lip. I don't. Ooh, that's a pet peeve of mine, actually. We're going to go into that. When you're ordering food and you're rude to that person, I hope that you like a side of saliva with your sandwich. Yeah, I do. And I hope that they spit in it. I'm sorry. You have no right to be rude to those people. And I've never worked in drive-thru, so I guess I really don't have any room to talk about that, but I know a lot of people who have. And I just think that everybody needs to be nice to everybody. So when I get somebody at the drive-thru, I'm usually extremely extra happy, and I usually try to make it a point to make their freaking day. Because I know that they've been standing on their feet, smelling chicken nuggets and french fries all day, or whatever it is from wherever it is that I'm ordering. And I know that they feel like crap, and they want to go home and see their kids, and I'm lucky enough to be in the car with my kids ordering ice cream or whatever for everybody, and they're having to give it to me. Be nice to the person on the other end of the freaking drive-thru. So what if they didn't get your order right? Do you realize how many times that they take orders all day long? And yeah, they probably got it mixed up. Or maybe, just maybe, since you can't really hear them on the other end of that microphone, they can't hear you as well as you think they can. And if you're with a southern accent, like most of us here in the South are, they definitely can't understand your butt. So stop being rude to the drive-thru people. Okay, rant over. Anyways, it's not about how much you weigh, it's how you wear your weight. So, make sure that wherever that weight is, that you are wearing it properly. Own it if you want to be a big girl, or own it and fix it if your weight's not what you want it to be. Stop living under the excuse, oh, well, I just can't, or I can't afford this diet, or I can't do this. There's a million ways to lose freaking weight, and there's a million ways to gain it if you need to do that too. And there's a million ways for you to get off your butt and own the weight that you have right now and wear it well. My name is Christina. Thanks so much for watching this video. I would absolutely love to be your friend if we're not friends already on Facebook, or you can just subscribe to me and hang out here on my YouTube channel. That's fine too. Thanks so much for watching.